This is VA Declassified episode 6. I'm Chris Bettis from Fluent Mortgage, VA Fluently. We're going to be talking about credit today. And like always, battling fake news, dropping truth, and giving you a tool to win, right? So credit. If you want, just so you know, besides at the end, you're going to get a 2-hour webinar for free specifically on credit. Just go to our website at any time. We give you the power and the tools to win and know exactly what's real in market. So unlike going to XYZ Bank and seeing the rates for them, what's amazing about this pricer is literally it shops #1 VA lender, #1 retail lender, #1 refinance lender, and a whole bunch of others to know you're getting the sale, the absolute lowest in market, or at least really close to it, right? That's the goal. So it shops the entire industry for you and kind of shows you the sales on money. So let's do something very real in our market today. We're saying, hey, we're looking at a $400,000 house, we'll say hypothetically, and in market, at least today in Oregon where I'm at, you gotta come in with some money down. Also, we're gonna go there. We're gonna start top tier. So today's episode is on credit. So credit ranges, and there's 3 different reporting agencies. Watch the webinar for more details on that, but fundamentally from 850 down to 350. So the first range goes from 850 to 760. Civilian loans is called super prime. For VA, it's called elite, okay? So we're gonna look at a 20% down loan, elite. So let's go a little bit less, minus, awesome. All right, so first off, if somehow an uninformed realtor tried to force you to use a conforming loan, we're gonna let you see that. If a greedy banker who's a generalist and doesn't care about you and says, just go do the conforming loan, you don't want that bad VA loan, thinking of themselves because they can do more loans, it's a little quicker for them at the beginning, you get forced in a civilian loan, right? So here it is. Again, super prime credit, 80% or 20% down, 80% loan to value. You could get your 2625. That is the absolute sale in market today. You'd buy down for only $2,832. Well, if we go comparable VA, look at 2625, literally negative. I'd be paying you almost $4,000 if you took that mark. Paying you almost $4,000. Not charging you 3, giving you 4. So the difference for them may make them money, but for you, it would cost you almost $7,000. Just saying loan versus benefit, okay? In terms of reality for today, literally rates are so amazing. Even all the way far down as 225, we're talking $144. But today's about credit. So unlike civilian loans, the mark really is here. All the way down to that 720, no difference. Oh, and real quick, just so you know, obviously historically, right? So historically, VA's 100% financing. The second we go 100%, if you notice, no civilian loans anymore, right? They're coming with money down, but because it's your benefit, no money down. VA, no difference in pricing. Literally, no money down, huge amounts down. You're still getting your 225 to 275. Doesn't matter. But today's world, my market, we're putting money down to get your offer accepted. Today's about credit. No difference in payments. Again, civilian could be on the table, but why? But look at this, all the way down to 720, no difference. But the next tier mark happens. The second we say 719, 1 point below, still sick, right? Still insanely good rates at a 225, but you're gonna pay a little bit. So instead of getting $250, it's about an $800 swing. The next mark to know, it really goes basically from 719 down to 680. If you fall below 680, same thing. Again, you got this power. You can shop this on the website anytime you want, real time, because it changes constantly, just like the stock market. Almost no difference whatsoever. Again, a tick, right? Still 225 or 275, who cares? The next mark really, same pricing, no difference. If we were talking civilian loans, exorbitant rates, no difference. the next tier. Now we're gonna start seeing major differences. So the second that you say 659, just 1 point below 650, you see that it explodes, right? Sometimes in life, just because you can doesn't mean you should. So all of a sudden now, it's almost a 0.5% difference just for that 1 point. And we're gonna talk about credit a lot and how you can maybe get that point back in the next episode. So yes, we're gonna bless you with the 2-hour mega webinar. So if you wanna dig into rapid rescoring and how to improving credit and really understanding that matrix, right? Watch the 2-hour free blessing. Next week though, we're gonna give you the cliff notes, like 10 minutes. I'm gonna cover credit 101 for VA so you can have it in a 10-minute episode, Declassified. Again, here, if you found something magical, something special, we can do it. As low as that. 640 mark, no big deal. You're gonna pay a little more, but it's okay. We'll just early ya. We'll just do a no cash out refinance in 9 months. No big deal. If it's special, we do it. If not though, we're gonna fight to get you above that 660 because you can see, man, 0.5% difference. All right, so now we're gonna have to pivot, right? Now we're gonna pivot between theory and then street. So the mark that you can go is all the way down from below 639 to 580. So there are lenders that say they'll do it. The VA says they'll do it. Even though there's lenders that say they'll do it, even though there's rates that you probably, it's not that much worse than conventional actually now at this point with only a 580 credit score. The problem is all the lenders say, we need what's called an approved eligible from either Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac. And I haven't seen this double thumbs up, an approved eligible below 640 in probably half a year. So it's just a unicorn, right? It could happen, we'll try, we attempt to, it's just a unicorn. So even though the lenders say yes, even though the VA says yes, unicorn. Now, let's talk some more. Below that mark, so credit goes all the way down to 350, right? The VA rulebook says there is no limit to how low we'll go. So per VA, they'll buy that paper. But the problem is, as you can see, the second you go below 579, there aren't any, it's showing it. There's nobody who wants this paper. There's nobody doing it. It's just saying marks. Nobody's buying it. So that's just rule, but no one will do it. Again, 580 to 640. There's people who say we'll do it, but in order to, we need to have this official guarantee from Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac for the VA. It's just not happening. So unicorn, 640 to 660. Let's go. It'll work, but just know you're going to pay about 0.5% more. So for me, in terms of leverage and market, if you find something incredible works, let's get that house, right? We take it. It's still a sick rate. Oh no, you're paying 325 or even 275 instead of 225. We'll just earn you later if rates are still the same, but you got your house. But really, if there's not something special today you pull the trigger on, we fight, we leverage, we get you above the 660. 660 up is almost the same no matter what, just a little difference in fee. So, man, talk about a blessing. This is a benefit, not just a loan. If these were civilians, every 20 points equals worse, 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 worse. And from the beginning, even zero down, you have superior leverage. You have better interest rates. You can buy more house because of your benefit. Thank you for your service. So when the fake news, when you have bankers telling you don't use your benefit because it's a worse loan, you know the truth. When you have realtors saying, don't use your benefit, go civilian, it's a better loan. You're like, why do I want to buy $80,000 less house? Why do I want to have a worse interest rate? Or if it's the same house, why do I want to have a $200 payment? Why? How does that benefit me? There's the fake news. The truth is, 95% of the time, I would say, we're going to say VA over a civilian loan. Your benefit usually is the best in market. All right, guys, it's a quick one. Credit 101. And we're just looking at tiers today. Remember, next week we're going to talk about the entire matrix. We're going to talk about rapid rescoring, how to get that score up in case you fall in one of the buckets that isn't one that you want to be in. This was VA Declassified episode 6, battling fake news, dropping truth, and giving you tools. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to share. We'll see you next week.